Hi. Have you invested time, money, blood, and resources into a methodology and you just haven't gotten the results from it that you thought? Have you invested the whole thing? You bought into the idea that it's training plus coaching plus methodology plus implementing the sales tool in your CRM plus training videos in your CRM, training videos for just-in-time learning and coaching and analytics around the methodology and the behaviors in the methodology, and you're still coming up short? I'm Mark Boundy, and it's no surprise. It happens all the time, the majority of the time, in fact. I work for one of the major methodology shops, and I can tell you with absolute certainty that the methodology isn't the problem. A month or so ago, I had Gary White, who has implemented every major methodology in the world into every major CRM in the world. And he said, the methodologies are all good. It's not your methodology's fault. Here's what it is. Not every part of your methodology does the same amount of heavy lifting to move your customer to a buying decision. There's one part of a methodology, there's one thing that moves a customer's decision, and that is their perception of the value you bring to them, their value. In the methodology I worked at, they called them outcomes or results or personal wins. And that represented 10% of the training time, 10% of the real estate on the sales tool, 10% of the time in coaching, less than, maybe max 10% of the analytics and metrics that the tool implemented in the CRM brought into the tool. Let me ask you this. If your sales manager is emphasizing that part, the value, with 10% of their emphasis, 10% of their energy, 10% of their coaching, do you really expect your salespeople to give it the 90% that it deserves? Because value is what moves 90 or 95% of your customer's decision. And I don't even know what the other 5% is. I just hate absolutes. You know, I was teaching the methodology, the standard methodology, and I took a couple minutes and I decided on this area of of value, of customer outcomes, to take a deeper dive with this client. And it was a major Fortune 50 client who dominated their market. And so I started talking to them about how to go deeper into these outcomes and what they should do and what kind of questions they should ask and when they would be done. You know, what's the standard of completion? And a vice president of sales at that company stood up, interrupted me and said, Mark, stop. Everybody, what Mark was telling you was elite selling. And I'd love to have some of you get that good, but let's just forget that right now. And I want you to just be good. So just let's go with the methodology the way it came out of the box and see where that takes us. What do you think happened in that company? And that was overt, but even by default, we give value 10%. Well, somebody at Sandler said, oh, ours is 20 or 30%. Somebody else said, oh, we're 25%. Well, tough. It's 90 or 95% of what moves the customer decision. What good is taking that 10% to 20 or 25% when it's 90 or 95% of what moves a customer decision? My practice with my clients is not giving them a new methodology. It's not asking them to change their methodology. It's diving into their methodology and making that portion of their methodology that moves the customer decision, making their sales team great at that portion of their methodology. You know, if you had no methodology at all, and that's all you concentrated on, you'd be doing a lot better than these companies that spend hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars to give you the whole complicated methodology and drown the real power of the methodology in detail. The 10% that moves the 90% of the decision, drowning it in 90% stuff. Now, I love the other stuff. I have won deals. Because of the discipline, I have won deals because of the discipline of doing the other details and finding something that I missed and fixing it. So the methodology is super useful, but it's only useful for 5% of winning of deals. The 90 or 95% that wins deals, that changes a customer's mind is in the value. It's in the outcomes. Get your salespeople good at that. And a lot of problems will take care of themselves. It's a lot less work. And your sales teams, your sales managers, your sales coaches, your entire company starts to focus on what really matters. And it's going to make a real difference. I hope this helped. If you want to learn more, go ahead and buy my book. That'll help you understand what value is and help you pick out the parts of your methodology that really matter. If you don't want to do that, go ahead and hire me. I'm at mark@boundyconsulting.com. I'm happy to help you kind of dissect your methodology and get you on the right track. Thanks and have a high value day.